Welcome to Audiobook Summary Channel, your guide to unlocking the wisdom within the world's most transformative books. Today, we're embarking on a profound journey into the heart of human connection, exploring why relationships often begin with such exhilarating passion, only to descend into conflict, power struggles, and painful disconnection. We're diving into Dr. Harville Hendrix's seminal work, Getting the Love You Want, a guide for couples. If you've ever felt misunderstood by your partner, stuck in recurring arguments, or yearn to reignite the spark that once defined your relationship, prepare to discover a revolutionary approach to love that transforms conflict into an opportunity for growth, healing, and deeper, more conscious connection. Dr. Harville Hendrix, an internationally respected couples therapist, speaker, and author, developed Imago relationship therapy, the groundbreaking approach at the core of Getting the Love You Want, first published in 1988. This book has since become a cornerstone in couples counseling, offering a unique blend of psychological insight, spiritual wisdom, and practical communication tools. Hendrix begins by challenging the conventional view of romantic love. He argues that the very conflicts and power struggles we experience in our adult relationships are not random acts of incompatibility, but rather predictable stages of a deeper, unconscious process aimed at healing childhood wounds. This is the radical idea that underpins Imago therapy. We unconsciously choose partners who are uniquely qualified to help us complete our unfinished childhood business. He introduces the concept of the Imago. This isn't just about what we consciously seek in a partner. It's an unconscious image, a composite of our primary caregivers, usually parents, both their positive and negative traits. When we fall in love, the intense attraction we feel is often because our partner matches this Imago, promising to fulfill needs that were unmet in childhood. The initial romantic phase, the honeymoon, feels magical because our partners seem to perfectly meet these needs, mirroring our desires and validating our worth. However, as the relationship deepens and the initial infatuation fades, our partner inevitably fails to consistently meet those idealized needs, often acting in ways that mirror the very frustrations or hurts we experienced as children. This transition marks the beginning of the power struggle phase. What was once endearing becomes irritating. What was once comforting becomes controlling. We often react to our partners as if they are our primary caregivers, unconsciously attempting to get them to give us what we didn't receive back then. This is why conflicts in relationships often feel so intense and emotionally charged. They're not just about the dirty dishes, they're about profound, unmet needs from our past. So, how do we move beyond this painful power struggle? Hendrix argues that the very purpose of committed partnership is not just happiness, but healing and growth. He asserts that our partners are not here to fulfill our every desire, but to help us become whole. He offers a profound reframe. Conflict is growth trying to happen. Instead of avoiding conflict, we should see it as a signal, an opportunity to understand our own unmet needs and those of our partner. The negative emotional reactions we have are indicators of unresolved issues from our past. When our partner triggers us, they are actually shining a light on a part of ourselves that needs attention and healing. Central to Imago therapy is the concept of the conscious relationship. This is a deliberate choice to move beyond the unconscious patterns of the power struggle. It involves understanding that both partners are wounded, and both are trying to get their needs met. It requires a shift from focusing on blame and fault-finding to focusing on understanding, empathy, and mutual growth. Hendrix provides a structured and transformative communication technique called the Imago dialogue as the primary tool for creating this conscious relationship. This isn't just talking more. It's a specific, disciplined method designed to create a safe space for true understanding, where both partners feel heard, validated, and seen. The Imago dialogue consists of 3 key steps: mirroring, validation, and empathy. Mirroring. The listener's role is to simply repeat back, word for word, what the speaker has said, without interpretation, judgment, or adding their own thoughts. The speaker might say, "I feel frustrated when you leave your clothes on the floor." The listener mirrors. "So, if I got it, you feel frustrated when I leave my clothes on the floor. Did I get that?" This ensures the speaker feels truly heard and understood. It forces the listener to suspend their own agenda and truly listen. Validation. Once the mirroring is complete, the listener validates the speaker's perspective, even if they don't agree with it. That makes sense. I can see why you would feel frustrated when my clothes are on the floor. This isn't about agreeing that the speaker is right and the listener is wrong. It's about acknowledging the speaker's reality and the logic of their feelings from their perspective. It creates psychological safety. Empathy. The final step involves the listener trying to imagine and express the emotion their partner might be feeling. And I imagine that might make you feel a bit disrespected or unheard. This is a profound act of connection, where the listener steps into their partner's shoes, fostering a deeper sense of being understood. This rigorous dialogue process ensures that both partners feel completely heard and understood before any problem-solving or defense can occur. It slows down communication, bypasses reactivity, and creates a bridge between two separate realities. When practiced consistently, the imago dialogue begins to rewire the brain, creating new neural pathways for connection and empathy, breaking the old patterns of attack and defense. Beyond the dialogue, Hendrix outlines several other crucial components of a conscious relationship. Understanding your partner's imago, recognizing that your partner has their own set of unconscious childhood needs and an imago image that they are trying to get you to fulfill. Understanding this fosters compassion for their triggers and reactions. Zero negativity, consciously committing to eliminating all forms of criticism, blame, shaming, and contempt from your interactions. These behaviors are toxic to a relationship and erode safety and connection. This is a radical commitment that requires immense self-awareness and discipline. Affirmation and appreciation. Actively expressing appreciation and affirmation for your partner. Focusing on what they do well and what you value about them, rather than dwelling on their perceived flaws. This creates a positive emotional climate that allows love to flourish. The power of surprise. Doing unexpected positive things for your partner, not because they asked, but simply as an act of love and generosity. This keeps the relationship fresh and reminds both partners of the joy of giving. Re-romanticizing your relationship, actively bringing back elements of the early romantic phase, playfulness, adventure, shared activities, physical affection, but doing so with conscious awareness, understanding that it's now contributing to growth and healing, not just infatuation. Behavior change. The goal isn't just to understand, it's to act. Both partners commit to making small, deliberate behavioral changes that address their partner's unmet needs, even if it feels uncomfortable or goes against their initial impulses. This is where the real healing happens. Hendrix also addresses the deeper psychological and spiritual dimensions of the conscious relationship. He argues that marriage, or committed partnership, is a spiritual path, a sacred container for individual and collective growth. By engaging in this work, we are not just improving our relationships, we are becoming more whole, more integrated, and more loving human beings. The conflicts that arise are seen as grist for the mill of spiritual development. Each frustration is an opportunity to expand our empathy, patience, and self-awareness. When we learn to love and understand our difficult partner, we expand our capacity to love and understand humanity itself. He emphasizes that the process is ongoing. A conscious relationship isn't a destination, but a continuous journey of learning, adapting, and growing together. There will always be challenges, but with the right tools and mindset, these challenges become catalysts for deeper connection rather than sources of division. Getting the love you want challenges the notion that relationship problems signify incompatibility or a lack of love. Instead, it suggests that these problems are evidence of a powerful, unconscious drive for healing. By bringing these unconscious dynamics to the surface through tools like the imago dialogue, couples can transform their relationships from battlegrounds into pathways for profound personal and relational transformation. It offers hope and a clear methodology for couples who feel stuck, showing them how to move beyond blame and truly partner with each other for mutual growth. In conclusion, Dr. Harville Hendrix's Getting the Love You Want offers a revolutionary paradigm for understanding and transforming romantic relationships. It posits that our conflicts are not failures, but opportunities for healing childhood wounds and achieving profound personal growth. By understanding the unconscious dynamics of the imago and committing to the disciplined practice of the imago dialogue, mirroring, validation, and empathy, couples can create a safe, conscious space for communication and connection. This book empowers couples to shift from a focus on blame and unmet needs to a compassionate understanding of each other's past hurts, transforming their relationship into a powerful vehicle for mutual healing and deeper love. It's a profound testament to the idea that the love we truly want is not just given to us, but co-created through conscious effort, radical empathy, and a willingness to grow together. If you are ready to stop fighting and start connecting, this book provides the essential guide. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey through Dr. Harville Hendrix's Getting the Love You Want. If this summary has inspired you to deepen your own relationships, we highly recommend diving into the full book for its comprehensive tools and wisdom. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more summaries designed to empower your relationships and enrich your life. Until next time, strive for conscious connection.